In Baku, Azerbaijan, oil proud, world leaders gather to pay homage to the climate, but the picture is not pretty.
The sound you hear is the ticking clock. We are in the final countdown to limit global temperature rise.
A somber start for COP29, in the shadow of Donald Trump's expected retreat from climate action, and on a day when activists lost a landmark challenge in the Netherlands.
To be honest, I was just really disappointed. I was almost crying.
In a court in The Hague, Shell won an appeal against a ruling in 2021.
Het eindoordeel van het Hof is dat de
Which
vorderingen
would have
van
forced the
milieu-
oil and gas giant to reduce its carbon emissions by nearly half by 2030. Shell does have an obligation to reduce emissions, the court ruled, but responsibility lies more with governments to protect citizens.
Obviously, we're not done with Shell. We're still going to campaign. We're still going to fight.
Back at COP, a sculpture draws attention to the warming Caspian Sea as delegates try to hammer out a fund to finance the mounting costs of climate change. Canada announced $160 million to help drive $2 billion worth of investments to developing countries.
We've heard the calls.
Minister Stephen Guilbeault says the Liberal government intends to resist the U.S. path on climate under Trump.
The more we wait, in fact, the more Canadians and people around the world will bear the brunt of climate impacts. Climate impacts won't wait.
But the minister has to have one eye on next year with an election looming here in Canada. Guilbeault returns to Ottawa later this week, leaving his negotiating team in Baku to try to find collaboration at this so-called finance COP. Susan Ormiston, CBC News, Toronto.